Hi, I'm back. So this is just a little addendum video to the tutorial on these cards. Because if you watch that other video first, the one that I made originally was just made with a paper base, and then I made this one with chipboard. And I used some Tyvek for a hinge up at the top. So if you don't want to do it that way, and I kind of touched on how to do it with just paper in that video, but I felt like I really needed to, I owed you guys a better explanation of how to do it. So this is my template, okay, for making one with paper. So the whole total length from the bottom to this fold line is 10 3/8. Let me just measure that so I don't lie to you. Actually, is it really? No. It's 11 3/8. I messed up on that. Okay, so that's 11 3/8 from here, top to bottom. And then it's 8 3/8 from there to there. And then it's 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. And it's 5 3/4 across there. So, what I did, this measures, what is it again? Yeah, 12. It's the full length of a 12-inch piece of paper. So this is your hinge. So you cut another one, and then you just put them together like that. And then this, you put glue on here, and then just fold that over. And you're going to end up having to, before you put any glue or anything, put them together. Make sure your points are lined up and make sure the bottom is square. And this will probably stick up just a little bit higher than you want it to be. So you'll end up trimming a little tiny bit off the top here because of that score line. So just make sure you're line it up like that. And then you'll go to try and fold it over, and you can feel it pushing this piece of paper down because it's too tall, and then your little points won't line up again. So just put it in your paper trimmer and just trim a tiny little bit off, and then try it again. And if you have to trim, 2 or 3 times until you get just the right amount off to where your points are still lined up, and then this will fold down without wanting to push this down so that they don't line up. And as long as your points are lined up fairly good, go ahead and glue it. And then if you turn it over and it's a little bit shorter on one side, the top or the bottom, then you can just go ahead and just trim that extra off with your scissors. So everything's lined up as pretty good as you're gonna get it. But so I hope that makes sense. So let me just set this here. And you can take a screenshot of that. And then you're just going to make another one. But it doesn't need to have that extra, what is it, a 1/2 inch? Yeah, it's an extra 1/2 inch up there. Ish. And you don't have to use these exact measurements if you don't want to. You can make it smaller if you want. But yeah, that is 12 from top to bottom with the fold. Without the fold, it's 11 1/4-ish. 5 3/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 8 3/8, and then just put them together. Make sure your points are sort of lined up. Trim this one if you need to. Glue that down. Then you have a tent fold card. And that's how you make any tent fold card, by the way, if you don't have paper that's long enough. And then when you put your pattern paper over this, it covers that up, so you don't even see it anyway. So I just wanted to tell you that. Okay, bye.